come up with that dog shit pick. What the fuck were we thinking? What the fuck were you thinking?
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Jimnasium. As always, it's me, XFL Jim, joined by the one, the only, Chase Lupine Fiasco, Sessoms, a.k.a. Pewter Medalist. Chase, in lieu of doing a little, cut for each one of us, I thought, because this is the last week that we're previewing the upcoming college football season, and obviously all the directional Mich schools are going undefeated.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Here we go. That's as much as I'm gonna play.
That works. That's what I'm talking about right there. Well, they can't all go undefeated because they have to.
They will. One of them will go undefeated, maybe, but they will go undefeated against the field.
That's true. They will only lose to another directional Mich school if they lose at all.
Facts. Which brings me into the first letter of the news. Actually, before we do that, the Olympics is over. How do you feel about that? Since you've been the Olympics boy in the garage.
Yeah, dude. I literally have watched the Olympics from the beginning coverage started until the time coverage ended at midnight for the last 16 days. And I'll be honest, has left a gigantic hole in my life.
It's something, when you're watching sports all day, every day, like the Olympics allows you to, it does leave a big gap. I was pretty into this Olympics, definitely more so than the Tokyo ones. I don't think I had been this into the Olympics. I'm trying to remember. The most I was ever into the Olympics was Beijing.
This was the best Olympics ever.
That's what I hear from people. I hear it was so crazy. And I think also the fact that the last two Olympics we've had, it's been still COVID leering over everything. This is the full first post-COVID Olympics.
Right. And it was electric. The track and field was about electric as it gets. I'm fully completely ready to proclaim Simone Biles to be the greatest living athlete at all. Not just gymnast, athlete.
I was going to say Queen of America.
What she could do is so freakish. I think she is the greatest living athlete.
I think just being a crazy gymnast in general already puts her on that status as craziest athlete.
Right.
She's the best gymnast in the world, so yeah, you can say that with confidence.
When she's doing some of those things, I get it. There are a little bit of spring in the floor exercise, but do you realize that she's getting 11 feet into the air, that she could jump through the hoop of a basketball goal? That's just freakish. And then as someone who loves horse racing, you want to talk about some epic horse racing-esque type finishes in some of these track events. The Paris Olympic has them. It was insane. Was it Cole Hawker sneaking up the rail to win the 1500 was electric, especially when you had the two guys duking it out on the front and then he just sneaks up. It's I've seen this happen a million times, and usually it's my horse that he's passing.
It was relatable for you.
It was very, very relatable for me.
God, it was a fun time. I'm going to miss him. I'm not going to go. Garage goes to the Olympics in Los Angeles.
That would be dope. That would be real dope.
It would be dope, but also I feel like that would also be somehow miserable.
I could see it being extremely miserable. Just think of how hard it is to get around places in LA now. I've never been to LA, and that's all I know about LA is how fucking hard it is to get around from point A to point B.
It's not fun. It's not fun, and it won't be fun for the Olympics. I'll be perfectly okay watching it on my TV. Chase, Are you ready to get angry?
Let's get it.
Because
let's get mad.
I know. So our mutual friend Colby Dant hates preseason rankings.
Mm-hmm.
For a valid reason. They do kind of like sway and impact the rest of the season.
That's true.
But I love preseason rankings because they're dumb. And you just kind of like get the vibes off of them.
Will we get to pick out what the dumbest team in the top 25 is?
We will see. I haven't looked yet, so we will see. This is a first take for you and me.
Let's go.
Starting off with the others receiving votes. With one vote, the Colorado Buffaloes.
That one vote was from
Dion.
Someone in Colorado.
Yeah, someone in Colorado. Receiving 2 votes, the Auburn Tigers.
Stupid. The stupidest thing anyone's ever said.
Receiving 3 votes, the Kentucky Wildcats.
Are you fucking kidding me? That team is going 0-12.
Yeah, NASCAR here. Yeah.
Yeah, gross. Disgusting.
Receiving 4 votes, the Appalachian State Mountaineers.
They could be a top 25 team.
They very well could be a top 25 team.
But
usually, like, you got like a section of your G5 here. With 5 votes, it's Tulane.
They might be overrated.
Maybe. I still think they're going to be pretty good.
I think they'll be good. They just might be a little bit... This might just be where they hang out, just outside the top 25 all season.
I think so. 6 votes, UTSA.
I think they might be a little bit overrated there.
I think so, too. I mean, you can't expect them not to take a step back, but also this is probably trust in Jeff Traylor.
Yeah, which I do trust Jeff Traylor and Barry Lunny Jr. down there, but like no Frank Harris. The guy's been the quarterback there for 8 years.
Right? 15 votes. Wisconsin Badgers.
I don't get that, but okay.
They do return a decent amount. The defense will be really good. It's just whether or not that offense will come together.
Does everyone in the Big Ten get votes? How does this work?
I think so, because receiving 16 votes, it's the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Oh, man.
I know. I don't think they deserve it. I mean, I think they're going to be decent. I don't think they're like... I would put them in the top 25 after... If they're 2-0, if they beat Colorado, put them like in. And then my worry... Here's my theory, Chase, and my worry for like the best case scenario for Nebraska. Undefeated going into Ohio State, we're like cracking the top 15 and we get blasted.
Yeah, I could see that.
I think it happened in like 2016, 2017.
Doesn't Rule, didn't he do really well in year 2 at Baylor?
Yeah, he did really year 2 at Temple and Baylor.
So I think that might be where this steam comes from.
That too. 16 votes. Memphis.
They deserve to maybe be a little bit higher.
I would agree.
I think they'll be firmly in the top 25 by the time the season's over.
Yep, I agree with that.
With that schedule?
17, yeah, right. Number 7 with 17 votes. West Virginia Mountaineers.
They'll go 7-5 with 7 wins at home and 5 losses on the road.
I think they'll be another one of those teams that hovers around the top 25, occasionally peeking in, but not staying for any like long period of time.
If they get a stretch where they have like 3 home games in a row, that might help their case. But I think that's way too many votes for West Virginia.
With 23 votes, the Washington Huskies. I mean, they were the previous national champion.
They were in the national championship game, but
yeah, they were in the previous national championship game.
I'd rather wait and see with them than put that sort of steam behind them, like because it's not like they didn't lose a bunch.
I feel like they would probably be in the top 25 if it wasn't for what TCU did last year. The kind of the blueprint.
I don't know.
Well, it's like the blueprint of they lost a bunch, and now all of a sudden...
Yeah, but TCU kept their coach.
True.
They kept...
True.
You know, like they lost their coach and they lost their quarterback. And they lost their number 1 wide receiver.
Yeah. And they lost their entire offensive line.
Right.
Receiving 32 votes, Libibity.
They should be a top 25 team, probably.
They probably should. They're going to be with that schedule.
Yeah, they're going to be. Yeah.
With 33 votes,
Jack State.
33 votes, the Iowa State Cyclones.
I think that's fair.
I think so too. To start off the season, I mean, obviously, if you watch the college football tailgate, I picked Iowa to win. So,
Iowa State.
Sorry, Iowa State. We're both, yeah.
Yep.
We're good. With 33 votes, SMU.
Huh.
A lot of people are high on them.
Yeah, but they were in the AAC last year. Let's see how that transfers over to the AAC, to the ACC.
With 47 votes, Boise State.
Don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Dude, people are high on them.
Their quarterback left. He's at Arkansas.
That's fair. 77 votes, the Virginia Tech Hokies.
I think that is probably pretty fair, honestly.
I think so. I think they'll probably end up being a top 25 team, especially with their schedule.
They got a good quarterback, too.
And the last outside looking in, receiving 111 votes, Louisville.
They had a good season last year. Let's see what Jeff Brom can do in his, in year 2. Maybe he needs to have a bad year and have to let the seat get hot.
Maybe. And now entering the top 25, Chase at 25, a team you and me are both very high on, I feel. The Iowa Hawkeyes.
Underrated.
I agree.
Underrated. That's almost like a top 10 caliber team. Like I think they've got an outside shot to play for a national championship.
The defense, again, will be amazing. The special teams will be amazing. And honestly, I expect the offense to be not dog shit, which means Iowa should be like a top 12 team.
Right. No Brian Ferentz, no dog shit offense. It should be, they have a new offensive coordinator. Things should have changed. They should put up more than a few points. Like, so much that I'm worried that Iowa unders aren't a thing this year.
If Cade Klubnik doesn't get injured this season, it's going to be a decent off. It's going to be fine. Like, the Iowa being a dog shit offense is overplayed a bit. It's been like true for the last 2 or 3 years with Brian Ferentz. Like back in the mid 2010s, they had an all right offense, and guess what? They were winning like 11 games.
Right. They were doing it with just safeties and field goals.
At number 24, North Carolina State, the Wolfpack.
I don't get it.
I'd have Iowa above them, 100%.
What? Yeah.
We're
gonna rattle off a lot of teams that I would have Iowa in front of. So that's fair.
Number 23, USC, the Trojans.
That's a name brand top 25.
Yep.
Like that, if they were not the USC Trojans, they would not be in the top 25 this year.
At 22, the Kansas Jayhawks. Baby.
I think they're due for a down year. He can't keep going. He can't keep ascending every single year.
Even if he plateaus, though, I still think they're a top 25 team.
I think they're like just on the edge of the. Yeah, I think he has to at some point. Plus, we got no Bean. The Bean is gone.
No Bean. Number 21, Arizona, the Wildcats.
Okay. I think they're going to have a good season. I think maybe putting them at 21 is a little premature. I would maybe knock them back a few.
I put them maybe
where USC is.
So far, we have not listed a school that I would not place Iowa above.
Same.
And it's going to continue. Number 20, Texas A&M.
Why do we do this every year with Texas A&M?
They're going to go 8-4.
They're going or 5-7, 6-6, 7-5. I don't know why we do this every single year with Texas A&M. What are we doing? Why are we doing this?
I want to see it first.
Again, there's it's not even the same coach. It's a brand new coach.
I want to see it first.
Probably brand new players. I want to see it first.
At 19, the Miami Hurricanes.
Okay, that might be too high for a Mario Cristobal team. Another team that I wouldn't put in front of Iowa.
Nope. But I will say I'm pretty high on Miami coming into this season.
I'm
The
higher
only
on Miami
thing-
than I have been the last couple seasons.
The only thing getting in Miami's way is Mario Cristobal's on-field coaching.
Did they get the turnover chain back?
No, I don't think so. I'm
Did they-
out on that, but I think they're going to be good. But like,
Then
But
no
again-
chain, no chase.
still, I would have Iowa above all these teams.
Still,
18, the Kansas State Wildcats. As high as I am and as much as I love K-State, I would still have Iowa above them.
I would still have Iowa above them, but I still think that that's probably a pretty good spot for Kansas State.
I think Kansas State's a good to be in like the anywhere between like 17 to 22. I'd be okay with just about anything.
Yeah.
At 17, Oklahoma State, the Cowboys.
I think that's probably fair.
I think so. I think that sounds about right for them. I'd still have Iowa higher though.
I'd still.
At number 16, the Oklahoma Sooners. I don't know if I'd have
Based
Oklahoma
off
that
of what?
high.
Based off of what?
That's another name
They've actually got
one, right?
They're going to actually have to play a real schedule this year and shit. So I think I could see them falling out of the top 25 this year.
Oh, you want my hot take for the SEC?
Let's hear it.
Oklahoma does better than Texas.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Spicy.
Yeah. At 15, Tennessee. That feels right. That feels okay.
That feels right to me too. And I think that they're a team that could
Potential.
really be potential to be up there.
Also, they're the first team on this list that I might not have Iowa above. Like they're
I would still have
close to me. I would
still have
close.
Iowa above.
I think Tennessee's
Defense,
going to be
baby.
pretty good.
I think defense would be pretty good, but I think I would still have Iowa above Tennessee. So right now I would at least have Iowa at number 15.
You probably have them above 14 because I know how you feel about this team. It's the Clemson Tigers.
Oh yeah. Do you want to talk about a team that's overrated? Clemson Tigers. My God, they shouldn't even be in the top 20.
I have Clemson actually winning a game in the playoffs.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not.
Based
I'm
off
pretty
of
high.
what?
Dude,
Based off of what?
They
Jim?
return a bunch. Dabo is like he's got his. I don't know, dude. There's a feeling in the air.
But didn't you say Klubnik is at Iowa now?
No, I meant McNamara. I meant Cade McNamara. I meant the Michigan quarterback that was there.
Cade
That was
McNamara,
my
okay.
bad. Yeah, I misspoke.
Okay.
I misspoke.
I don't think Klubnik is all that good, honestly. I don't think I think that this team barely makes a bowl game this year.
Oof. I love your
7-5,
Clemson takes.
6-6.
Love your
They're
Clemson
due.
takes.
They're due to just completely fall off a cliff.
At 13. So Iowa's at 14 for you right now.
Yeah.
At 13 we have LSU. Hard
No
not-
Jade Daniels.
Yeah.
No Malik Neighbors.
Their quarterback coming in is really good though.
Who's their quarterback that they have coming in?
What's his name? Garrett Nussmeier.
But he was on LSU, right?
Yeah, I think he was the backup.
Uh,
I don't know what I did, T1BG.
I'll be honest. I'd still put Iowa above them.
I would too. You want to know my take for LSU?
What's
They're
that?
going to be the USC of the South. All offense, no defense.
Yeah, it's what they've been so far. Even though they've got some absolute studs on
They
that
do.
defense. Was it Harold Perkins Jr.?
Yep.
My God, that guy. He's gonna this is his junior year too. He's going to ball out, and then he's going to the draft.
He's going to make some money.
Yeah.
At number 12, the Utah Utes.
The Utah Utes.
I feel like that's
I think
low
that's
for
fair.
Utah.
I don't know. I think it's fair. Well,
With the
season
unknown
that they could
factor,
have with the new Big 12.
with the unknown factor, I guess it's fair. But when we talked about it, like me and Uncle Rico were both very high on Utah.
Yeah.
The injuries
Would you
are
still
just kind of lingering.
The bigger question, would you still put Iowa above them? Because I think I'm starting to hit the range where it's getting questionable.
No, I would not put Iowa above Utah because I think Utah has a defense that can compete with Iowa, and I think the offense for Utah would be much better than what Iowa trots out. Even though I think Iowa's offense is going to be better, I think Utah will be actually having like good to really good offense.
So for me, Iowa should be at least number 13.
I have we have them in the top 15, top of the 12. Like,
yeah. Beautiful bearded bastard.
Bearded bastards. Hello.
Do we know these folks?
I don't think we do.
Well, welcome, beautiful bearded bastards.
At number 11, Shay.
Beautiful bearded bastard.
I had a beard for a long while.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful. He's kind of a bastard too.
I am. At number 11, it's Missouri.
I hate to say that I think that's probably pretty good.
Based on the season they had last year, they return a bunch. That's probably about right.
Hate to say it, but that's pretty good. A pretty good spot for them.
At 10, the Florida State Seminoles.
The Florida State Seminoles. I think that might be a little too high.
I don't think it's terrible, though.
I don't think it's way off.
I'd probably have them hovering around like the 13, 14 spot if I was doing the rankings. Because I trust Norvell.
It's hard to trust a white man that had cornrows at one point in his life, but yeah.
It's hard not to trust a man that made it look so good.
That's true. Because it all revolves around the quarterback with them is what we saw last year. Like, they've got everything else.
Who's their starting quarterback this year? Oh, wait. That's it. Oh, DJ. DJU from Oregon State. Okay.
Well,
okay.
Maybe they're a little bit overrated.
Maybe a little overrated then. At number 9, Chase, your Michigan Wolverines.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Probably.
They're going to be really good. They're still... It's more continuity. They're going to have a great defense. The offense will be all right to, like, pretty darn good. And... Listen, like, they still don't play that tough of a schedule.
Right. And you lose the Harbaugh embarrassment factor. Like,
true.
You could always count on him doing something super embarrassing, which he didn't do it last year, but I still maintain you can always count on him to do something super embarrassing. Could you actually,
Chase, my theory to that is that the embarrassing thing was getting caught with the Connor Stallion shit, and that was the embarrassing thing, and they just... Hey, he already took care of the embarrassing thing, not on the field.
Jim, I think we've had a breakthrough. I think you're right. I think you're 100% right. Is he got his embarrassing shit out off the field? Amazing. Wow. You should write a dissertation on that. I can give you a doctorate.
I should. At number 8, the Penn State Nittany Lions.
The Penn State Nittany Lions. They won't finish that high, but I think they deserve to be ranked that high to begin the season.
They'll be in like the top 10 for most of the season.
I think they'll play a playoff game
and probably lose.
Because James.
At number
Franklin.
7, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
I think that's about where they should be ranked, but it feels like a put up or shut up kind of year.
Yeah, like this is a big year for them. I feel like it feels like to me they have to make the playoffs or else he might be on the hot seat next year.
I think that's probably given like Notre Dame boosters and everything. I think this year might be a hot seat year, honestly, because they feel like they should be in the national championship talk every single year.
They definitely feel like they should like be in the playoff conversation every year.
Yeah, I mean that's what Brian Kelly had them at, and that's the thing. You know, he hasn't quite been there, and when he's made it to BCS or not BCS, but you know,
he made it to a BCS bowl, the big one. Didn't he?
Well, I mean, I'm talking about like the Fiesta Bowl and stuff like that, where he's just on the outside. We go into the playoff, and it's a BCS, but it's not the BCS anymore. It's the January.
Yeah,
the New Year's Six. Yeah, like he's gotten stomped in New Year's Six bowls. He gave away a game against Oklahoma State in a New Year's Six bowl. Gotta win those.
At number 6, Ole Miss.
I think that's probably where they're going to start the season. Well, obviously, it's where they're going to start the season. I think that about halfway through the season, you'll see them start to slip. I think they'll have a great first half, and then they'll fall off in the second half, kind of because they always end up getting somebody just ridiculously hurt.
That and they're a very similar tale to Penn State in my mind, where they like thrash and demolish a lot of the teams they're supposed to, and then always lose to like Alabama, Georgia, the teams that they want, like the teams right above them.
Yeah. Which is just good enough for the people in Mississippi because they've never had shit.
That dude, Lane Kiffin is loving life there.
Yeah, he's a god because they ain't never had shit.
At number 5, speaking of teams that are a little bit better than Ole Miss and perennially beat up on them, the Alabama Crimson Tide.
I'll say that's a fair place to put them. You could not put them any higher without Nick Saban and losing all the players that they lost.
I don't think you could drop them out of the top 10 either.
Not with the coach that they got and with all the people that they brought in.
Yeah.
It feels like a pretty even trade. Like it weighed out.
And a wait and see situation.
Yeah, agree.
At number 4, it's the Texas Longhorns. I know,
gross.
but it feels right preseason. They bring back a ton. Like, their defensive line won't be as good, but that offense is going to be so mean, dude.
Yeah. I like that my Horns Down now has some bling on it.
It's good looking. At number 3, the Oregon Ducks.
Yeah, they're going to be real good.
Real good.
They could be a sneaky win the Big Ten kind of pick.
Also, my favorite thing going around on Twitter is the Oregon Duck going to like every Big Ten stadium screaming, "Let me in."
Amazing.
It's awesome. Speaking of the Big Ten, at number 2, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Feels right.
Really? I mean,
I maybe would have had them at 1. I think they're the best team in the country coming in.
But Ryan Day.
That's the thing. Dude, I don't know. The fact that they were able to bring back so many players, they're going to be so good.
Can you trust Ryan Day to make a deep run in the playoffs? Like, because if you're saying they're number 2, then you're saying that they're going to be in the national championship game.
They did barely lose to that national championship Georgia team 2 years ago. Barely.
That's true. But still, like, what has Ryan Day done? Can we count on him to win multiple playoffs? Can we count on him to win multiple playoff games? We know he can win the one.
I think so too, because I think the only teams that Ryan Day loses to are like other, I guess maybe not, because the only teams he loses to are like other top 5 teams.
That's fair.
At number 1 is Georgia. Yeah. Like, I personally think Ohio State's better, but you can't argue.
No. They should have been in the playoff last year, man, even with that loss to Alabama. I think they beat Michigan last year if they play in the playoff game.
I think Georgia, they have that old Alabama feel. Like, if they just get to the playoffs, they're almost a different team.
Yeah. If they could just keep their players from driving 100 miles per hour drunk.
I was going to say, we might need to suspend their licenses. That's the only thing keeping them potentially away.
Just give the boys some damn scooters, man.
And that is your AP top 25. Nothing like too terribly egregious for me, except for Iowa, in my mind.
Yeah, they're about 10 places below where they should be.
So if I'm gonna speak for Chase here, what Chase would do to this top 25. Maybe move Louisville in to where Iowa's at. Move Iowa to where Clemson's at 14 and just kick Clemson out of the top 25.
That's yeah, you know me so well. Yeah, kick Clemson the fuck out of there.
Not too bad though, AP. I mean, your rankings won't matter, so it's just something fun to yell about each week until the playoff rankings come out.
That's true. That is very true.
On to the actual news articles we have, Chase. Article number 1 from ESPN. Arbitration panel will not reconsider decision on Child's medal.
Boo. Boo. That's what I got to say is boo. Because you know what? She had a... You know what? Why they're saying it wasn't... The inquiry wasn't good. It was because it was like 4 seconds past the deadline.
That's what it says.
And you know what's crazy is to do an inquiry in that stuff, you literally have to lay down cash money in front of the judges and pay for the inquiry.
The USA Gymnastics disputed the timing, saying that in a statement Sunday that the agency submitted video evidence to CAS that showed Team USA coach Cecil Landy first appealed 13 seconds before the deadline.
It's got to be more than a minute. I'm sorry, but it's got to be more than a minute. If a NFL coach has like 2.5 minutes to look at a play, he can call a timeout and look at it before he throws the red flag. I feel like gymnastics, especially whenever your Super Bowl is once every 4 years, I feel like you deserve more time than that. Let's get it right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one is just one I wanted to talk about as a whole. So Bengals first round pick suffers injury in preseason opener. Their offensive tackle Amarius Mims is out for strained up pectoral muscle, so he's out for several weeks.
That's not good for Slim Shady, Joe Burrow.
No. Damn preseason injuries.
He's got to be thinking at some point, like, for the love of God, can I please stop getting sacked? Like, he's played in the league 4 years now, and he hasn't finished 2 seasons.
And now
but the seasons that he's finished have been electric.
The offensive tackle they just drafted is now hurt for probably 4 to 5 weeks.
Yeah.
Nice.
Sexy.
Very, very nice. And then last but not least, from the people that we do not associate with but do sometimes take articles from over at Outkick, Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill claims he could beat U.S. sprinter Noah Lyles in a race. I think this comes from Lyles saying he was making fun of the NBA athletes for labeling themselves as world champions.
Will Lyles have COVID when he runs against Tyreek Hill?
Depends if he wins or loses, probably.
Yeah, that's a good point. I have COVID thing is such a baby back bitch move.
It's a secretly slick move. Just have the wheelchair ready to go.
Yeah. I think Lyles probably wins, honestly.
In a track race, 100% Lyles wins.
Yeah. But if you put them on the turf, like if they're running through the weeds, I think Tyreek's got a chance. Yeah, Tyreek's got a chance. Or if they had to do like a 3-cone agility drill or something, I think Tyreek wins, of course.
I think so too. And now, Chase, we enter the zone. The last week of college football, we are on to week 14 in our previews. It's been a long off season.
It has. Actually,
though, not as long and as trying as previous seasons. This one's gone pretty smoothly.
Our attendance is a lot better, it seems.
It feels that way.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. Week 14 of the college football season, Tuesday, November 26th. Kent State at Buffalo.
Kent State.
I'm going to go Buffalo. Toledo at Akron. Give me the Zips. Give me the Zips.
Yeah, I'll go with the Zips too.
Thursday, November 28th. Memphis at Tulane. Potentially a preview of the conference championship.
That's a hell of a game. I'm going to say Memphis.
I'm going to say Tulane here in the upset. Friday, November 29th, Oklahoma State at Colorado. Oh, that is such an Oklahoma State loss.
I'm gonna go Colorado. I think I'm higher on Colorado than most people are.
I'm gonna go Colorado too. This is just like a patented late season Oklahoma State loss.
I agree.
Ball State at Ohio. Give me Ball State.
Give me Ball State too.
Miami of Ohio at Bowling Green. I'm taking Bowling Green.
You're taking Bowling Green?
Sir.
I'm gonna go Miami of Ohio.
Minnesota at Wisconsin. The battle for Paul Bunyan.
Wisconsin.
Yeah, give me Wisconsin here. Oregon State at Boise State.
I'm gonna go Oregon State.
I'm gonna take Boise here. Texas State at South Alabama. Give me Texas State.
I'll go South Alabama.
Mississippi State at Ole Miss. The Egg Bowl, baby. Come on.
Egg Bowl. I think even though Ole Miss limps into this game every single year, I think that it's going to be Ole Miss.
I think it's going to be Ole Miss too. Will there be a fight?
I don't think there'll be a fight. They seem to keep this pretty. I know that there've been.
Will there be a dog piss celebration?
That I don't know.
Libibity, sorry, at Sam Houston. Give me Libibity.
Yeah, I'll take Libivity as well.
Stanford at San Jose State. Give me Stanford.
Stanford is
give me the Cardinal.
Give me Stanford.
Nebraska at Iowa. Ugh, this game's always disgusting and close and gross. Give me Iowa.
Yeah, I'll take Iowa.
Georgia Tech at Georgia. I'm going to go on a limb here and take the Bulldogs.
I'm going to go with Georgia as well.
Utah at UCF. Ooh. Oh. That's a dangerous game.
UCF.
Yeah, give me UCF. Late night in the bounce house. Utah State
I believe
Colorado State.
I believe I picked KJ Jefferson to win the Heisman, and so for that to happen, he's pretty much got to win that game. So
yeah,
there we go.
Utah State at Colorado State.
I'm
gonna take Colorado State.
Colorado State.
Saturday, November 30th, Chase, your Arkansas Razorbacks at Missouri.
Okay, just for me, I'm going to say
I'm going to go Arkansas.
Razorbacks. I'm going to go Arkansas here.
Auburn and Alabama, the Iron Bowl.
Bama.
I'm going to go Bama because the fucky thing was supposed to happen. Auburn was supposed to win last year.
Right.
Louisville at Kentucky.
Louisville by a million.
I'm going to take Kentucky.
2 million.
They always seem to win this one. Oklahoma at
Jim,
LSU.
you ignorant slut. Oklahoma at LSU. This feels like God. That's like national championship games from the beginning of the fucking century.
Give me OU.
I'll go LSU. We're disagreeing a lot this week.
I know this is rivalry week. Damn it!
It is. Yeah.
Speaking of which, Texas at Texas A&M.
Texas.
I'm going Texas here. UTSA at Army.
UTSA.
Yeah, UTSA for me. Michigan at Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Give me Ohio State. Give me Ryan Day to get the bug off his shoulder on the way to an Ohio State national championship. Tennessee at Vanderbilt.
Tennessee.
Middle Tennessee at Florida International, the airport.
The airport.
Yeah, give me FIU. Jacksonville State at Western Kentucky. Banger game.
Jack State.
Yeah, give me Jayville there. Kennesaw State at Louisiana Tech. Give me La Tech. That's a terrible game.
Yeah, La Tech. That's one of the few games that La Tech's going to win this year, too.
Yeah. UTEP at New Mexico State. Also a terrible game.
Yeah, New Mexico State.
New Mexico State. Wyoming at Washington State. Interesting game. Intriguing. On the CW.
Yeah. Give me Wyoming.
I'm going to take Washington State here.
Of course
Nevada at UNLV. Give me UNLV.
Yeah, I'll take UNLV.
New Mexico at Hawaii. Give me the fucking Rainbow Warriors.
It's at Hawaii?
It's at Hawaii.
Give me New Mexico.
Oh, you bitch. 11 p.m. on Spectrum pay-per-view? What? What? I'm going to find a way to watch that game. Eastern Michigan at Western Michigan. What do you do?
You put that on pay-per-view? How dare you not give that to the American people?
No, they put New Mexico at Hawaii on pay-per-view.
Oh, okay. All right. Eastern and Western?
Yeah, Eastern and Western.
I know you're an Eastern guy, so I gotta go. I gotta give the nod to Western.
Give me Chris Creighton and Eastern there. That one just says TV to be announced, so we don't know what network is hosting that one. Navy at East Carolina.
Give me the Pirates?
Yeah, give me the Pirates here to defeat the Navy.
Okay.
Miami, Florida at Syracuse. Give me the fucking Qs.
Okay, I'm gonna go Miami there.
Give me Syracuse. I mean, it is late season Syracuse.
Yeah.
NC State at North Carolina. I'm taking the Wolfpack.
I'll go with you. NC State.
Pitt at Boston College. That's kind of a gross game.
That is kind of gross. Give me Pitt.
Yeah, I'm going to take Pitt here. Arizona State at Arizona. Give me the Sun Devils with the upset.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. How you like that? Kenny Dillingham. Which one did you pick in that one?
I went Arizona.
Okay. Houston at BYU.
BYU.
Yeah, give me the Coug. There's a Coug on Coug matchup. Give me BYU.
It's a Coug off. We got a Coug off.
Kansas at Baylor. Give me KU.
Kansas at Baylor. Yeah, I'll take Kansas as well. Oh, you said Baylor?
State, yeah.
Did you say Baylor? Okay, then I'll just take Kansas.
Kansas State at Iowa State. Farmageddon.
Late in the season for Farmageddon, isn't it?
No, they usually do it pretty late.
I'll go Iowa State.
I'm also going to go Iowa State here. TCU at Cincinnati. Give me TCU.
I'll take Cincinnati.
West Virginia at Texas Tech.
Texas Tech.
Yeah, Texas Tech for me. Florida Atlantic, the Seaport at Tulsa. The Sea of
Florida
the
Atlantic.
Midwest. Give me FAU.
Is it FIU or FAU that is the that has Pitbull Stadium now?
That's FAU, I believe. No?
Is Florida Atlantic the Owls?
Yeah.
And Florida International is the Panthers? Yeah,
Yes.
Florida, then it's FIU. That's
It's
Pitbull.
FIU. Yeah, it's FIU.
Yeah.
That's sick, by the way. That is awesome to me.
Yeah, man. That is pretty cool. Way to go, Mr. 305.
North Texas at Temple. North Texas, baby.
Yeah, North Texas.
Cal at SMU.
Go ahead.
Give me Cal. Give me fucking Cal.
Yeah.
Chase,
I love it.
Chase, we're doing the ACC preview this week for this college football tailgate. Spoiler alert. I don't care what. I haven't looked at the number yet. I'm going to be on the Cal over. I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm just high on Cal this year.
I know, man. I know. And plus, there's that place close by that makes that dope sandwich.
You want to hear my dark horse to win the ACC? Guess what, guys? It's Cal.
It's Cal. It is 100% Cal.
I'm actually I am.
I think SMU might be decent this year. I'm going to go SMU.
I think they will be pretty good too. But you got to factor in the jump from G5 to P5 too.
It's true. It's been hard for other teams, but not for SMU.
They got the money.
They got
UAB
the money.
at Charlotte at the Clit. Give me Biff Poggi to beat UAB and like get Dilfer fired.
I'll take UAB.
I'm taking Biff Poggi in the fucking clits. USF at Rice. Rice.
Oh, USF.
Rice.
USF.
Rice. Fucking
USF.
Rice. Air Force at
USF.
San Diego State.
Air Force.
Yeah, give me Air Force here. App State at Georgia Southern. Give me App State.
Give me App State.
Coastal Carolina at Georgia State. Give me Coastal.
Coastal as well.
Louisiana at ULM. Give me the Cajuns.
Louisiana. Yeah.
Marshall at JMU. I'm taking James Madison.
I'm going to take Marshall.
Respect it.
I don't know why. I don't know why exactly, but I am taking Marshall.
It's a feeling in your soul, Chase.
In the cockles of my heart.
Old Dominion at Arkansas State.
Arkansas State. Put them
All
Wolves
day.
up.
Wolves up, baby. Southern Miss at Troy. Give me the Trojans. Give me Troy.
Yeah, Troy.
Central Michigan at Northern Illinois. Directional Mish, baby.
Directional Mish. That's all you got to say.
Duke at Wake Forest. Ooh. It's probably not a good game. Give me Wake.
I'll take the Dukies.
Washington at Oregon. Give me the Ducks. Give me the Ducks big in a revenge spot. Like, they're going to be really wanting to win this one so bad.
Right.
South Carolina at Clemson. Give me Clemson.
Give me South Carolina.
Purdue at Indiana. Ooh.
Give
me Indiana. Give me the Hoosiers.
Purdue. Give me Purdue here.
Oh, they're gonna Purdue it.
They're gonna Purdue it. I'm doing something I shouldn't Purdue. Whatever.
Maryland at Penn State.
Maryland at Penn State. Give me Penn State.
Yeah, I'm taking Penn State here. Illinois versus Northwestern. I'm pretty sure they're playing this in the Bears Stadium.
Northwestern.
Give me Illinois. Fresno State at UCLA. Fresno.
Oh, Fresno all the way. We've already seen them do this.
Oh, here we go. UConn at UMass. UConn.
I'm gonna go UConn.
I'm gonna go UConn here. Virginia at Virginia Tech.
Virginia Tech.
Give me Virginia. Give me the Hokies. Not the. Give me the
the Wahoos.
Yeah, the Wahoos. Thank you. Thank you for that one. I was blanking. Notre Dame at USC. Give me Notre Dame.
I will go Notre Dame as well.
Florida at Florida State. I'm taking the Seminoles.
Florida at Florida State. I'm gonna go Florida.
Respect. Rutgers at Michigan State. Taking Rutgers.
I'll go Michigan State.
We're done. Wait. Army Navy, Chase.
I'm gonna go Army.
I'm also gonna go Army there. Now we move to that. We are done with college football. It's done. It's all done.
It's in the
We've
books.
previewed every single game of college football this upcoming season. Now we move to week 15.
Love that for us.
Oh,
Love that for us.
So good. Now we move on to week 15 of the NFL. Chase, Thursday, December 12th, the LA Rams head up to San Francisco to take on the 49ers. Give me the Niners.
Give me. Say it again. I had a
Rams at Niners.
Give me the Niners.
I respect it. Cowboys at Panthers. I'm going to go with the Cowboys here in this matchup.
I'm going to go with the Cowboys.
Dolphins at Texans is interesting. late in the season, but Texas is still hot. Give me the Dolphins.
I'll go with the Texans in that game.
Respect it. Jets at Jags.
Give me the Jets.
I'm going to take Jacksonville in this one. Give me the Jags.
Okay.
Commanders at Saints.
Saints. Who
A lot of hot takes coming in on the Saints after their preseason game. A lot of hot takes.
Oh, really? What are the hot takes? I hadn't seen
Not
any
good.
of this.
I saw a couple people on Twitter being like the Saints might be the worst team in the NFL. Just
Based
a couple.
off of
It was a
preseason game.
Yeah, it was a couple bad passes by Derek Carr. That was really it.
Why is he even playing in the preseason?
I don't know. I'm in this matchup though. I will be taking the New Orleans Saints. Ravens at Giants.
Ravens.
Ravens for me as well. Bengals at Titans. Bengals all day.
Bengals.
Chiefs at Browns. Give me the Browns.
Chiefs at Browns. That's going to be a good game.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take the Chiefs. Late season Kansas City.
I'm taking the Browns, baby. Bucks at Chargers. Give me the Chargers.
Bucks. Yeah, I'll take the Chargers also.
Steelers at Eagles. Do we expect another late season Eagles collapse?
Maybe not. I'm going to go Eagles.
I'm going to go Eagles in this one too. Patriots at Cardinals. Give me Arizona. Give me the fucking Cardinals.
Man, what's homeboy's name? That's Joe. What's his name that looks so good for Patriots? That looks better than Drake May.
Milton.
Joe
From
Milton.
Tennessee. Yeah, Joe
Yeah.
Milton.
Yeah.
An absolute cannon for an arm, Joe Milton.
Yeah, where's some Joe Milton is starting late in the season props. I'm gonna go with Arizona.
Colts at Broncos. Give me the Broncos.
Give me the Colts.
Bills at the Lions. That's a good game.
That is a game. I will go with the Lions at home.
I'm going to go with the Bills on the road. Sunday Night Football, the Packers at the Seahawks. Give me the Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Monday night doubleheader. First off, we have the Bears at the Vikings. I'm going to go Vikings.
I'm going to go with the Bears.
And then Falcons at the Raiders. Give me the Raiders.
Give me the Falcons.
Respect it. Chase! The only other thing I wanted to bring up about the preseason, since we were talking about it a little bit, Stetson Bennett threw 4 interceptions.
Who did?
Stetson Bennett.
Stetson. Oh, man.
Rams. Still won the game.
I hope that doesn't affect how well he does with Toyotathon at his Toyota dealership.
Dude, so many car dealership memes.
Stetson Bennett.
Also, shout out Luis Perez for looking pretty good on the Chargers.
Big shout out, Luis Perez. We wish you nothing but the best and hope you make a squad.
Damn right. Always back that man. That'll do it, boys, for this episode of the Jimnasium. Chase, anything you would like to shout out?
I'm around.
And you know where to find us. Find him at Of Oaklawn. Find me at XFL Jim. Everywhere. Just type it in to any search function. You'll find one of us. We love you guys. Give us a like. Give us a follow. It does help. We appreciate it. We love you. And we'll see you on the next episode of the Jimnasium. Bye-bye. Mwah.